Rohan lived in a beautiful village by a flowing river. The village was famous for its green paddy fields, but something new was happening. Everyone was painting their houses bright pink. It all started with Old Man Gopal, the village elder. His pink house stood out like a flamingo among sparrows. Soon, others followed, and before long, every house in the village was painted the same bright pink. Rohan lived in a small mud house with his mother. He liked the pink color, but he also loved the natural brown of his home. The earthy walls felt peaceful, blending with nature. But soon, people started whispering,
Rohan's house looks so dull. Why hasn't he painted it pink yet?
Rohan felt left out. He wanted to fit in, so he finally bought buckets of pink paint. As he started painting, his mother asked gently,
Are you doing this because you want to, or because others are?
Everyone else is doing it, Ma.
He mumbled. His mother smiled and said,
The river follows its own path. My son, it doesn't flow like the stream next to it.
Rohan didn't understand at the time, but he finished painting. His house was finally like everyone else's, and for a while, he felt happy. But then, summer arrived. The pink houses absorbed heat, making them unbearably hot. The paint started cracking. When the monsoon came, heavy rains washed away the pink, leaving ugly patches. Rohan's house, however, stayed cool and strong. The mud walls kept the temperature just right and held up against the rain. One day, a wise traveler visited the village. He noticed Rohan's house and asked,
Why is your house different?
Rohan smiled and said,
I painted it pink because everyone else did. But then I realized my mud walls were better for this weather. They keep us cool in summer and warm in winter.
The traveler nodded.
That's a wise choice. Just because something works for others doesn't mean it's right for you.
Slowly, the villagers realized their mistake. They saw how practical Rohan's house was and began removing the pink paint from their own homes. Rohan learned an important lesson that day.
It's okay to be different. It's better to make choices that suit you rather than blindly follow others.
And so, the village once again became a place where each house was unique, just like the people who lived in them. The moral of the story is, don't blindly follow others. Make choices based on what is best for you. This means that just because everyone is doing something doesn't mean it's the right thing for you. People often follow trends or do things just to fit in, without thinking about whether it truly benefits them. In the story, Rohan painted his house pink because of social pressure, even though he loved its natural color. Later, he realized that the mud walls were actually better suited for the weather. This teaches us that it's important to think for ourselves and make decisions based on our own needs and circumstances, rather than copying others. The lesson applies to real life too. Whether it's choosing a career, following fashion trends, or making personal decisions, we should always ask ourselves, am I doing this because I truly want to? Does this choice suit my needs and situation? True happiness and success come from being yourself, not from trying to be like everyone else.